This program is brought to you by Emory University.
So these poems that I'm going to recite are mostly from the 19th century. And as Laurie had mentioned, Urdu has a conventional literary system. Conventional imagery makes up this literary system. So one thing you'll notice through these poems that I've selected is certain images reappear over and over again. And that is by design. So the measure of a poet was in how they could use conventional imagery in new ways, what new life they could breathe into it. And in Urdu poetry, there are a number of different genres that are popular. One is a narrative genre of poetry called the Masnavi. And another genre of poetry is the Ghazal, which, generally speaking, consists of 2 lines of verse that have an independent meaning. And the entire poem is unified according to its rhyme scheme. The poems that I'm going to read today are ghazals, but they're a particular type of ghazal that has a unified subject matter. So a particular subject is developed across several lines of poetry. This kind of ghazal is a little unusual, but the genre, the topic of it is very common, and this is the description of the beloved from head to foot. It's called sarapa. It describes the beauty of her adornment or her appearance from her head to her foot. So I'll read one poem in Urdu first, and then I'll give its English translation. The first poet I'm reading from, his name is Qalandar Bakhsh Jurat, and he was born in Delhi and immigrated to Lucknow later in his life. He passed away in 1810, so this is from the early 19th century. And Jurat has the following to say. He says, Bala jure ki bandish aur qayamat ka do bala hai. Ghazab chitwan, mukra sitam, badan sanche mein dhala hai. Bithave halqe matam mein wo nat hansne walon ko. Kare siyanon ko jo bhola, so un kanon ka bala hai. Suno tuk goshe dil se qissai gham apne jurat ka. Yehi samjho ki ye bhi ek kahani kehne wala hai. So this is what Jurat has to say. Her hair done up in ravishing style, her devastating figure, her slaying eyes, tormenting features, and flawless figure. That gold nose chain sends the happy and carefree into disconsolate tears. The hoops in her ears transform the young into old. Listen with your heart for a moment to this poet's story of woe and understand that he too has a tale to tell. So the next poem, again, is a sarapa by Jurat. And it's a little bit longer, so I'll read some of the verses from it. But you'll see some of the same imagery is recurring again here. He says, Kuch mate pe bikre baal, Kuch mate pe bikre baal bala, kafir hai wo bandish jure ki, mukre mein shararat tehri hui, natnon ki bhadak pir waisi hai, wo champai nazuk nazuk rang, aur bhare bhare wo ruksare, surat pur umang javani ki, shehre ki damak pir waisi hai. उस बूंदे की हम बंदे हैं वो बाला सबको दे बाला मोती सी सारी मांग बड़ी भीनी की झमक फिर वैसी है वो सुर्ख मुलायम होंठ गज़ब और उदी वो मिस्सी की धड़ी दांत उनमें मोती की सी लड़ी हंसने में चमक फिर वैसी है वो गर्दन उसकी सराहीदार और थिस पे सफाई है जालिम सज धज में तमाम खुश उसलूबी जेवर की भड़क फिर वैसी है हर अज़ौ नज़ाकत भरा हुआ है और थिस पे बदन सब गदारिया क़ामत है क़यामत सर थापा चलने में लटक फिर वैसी है. Tousled locks fall across her brow, her hair done up in ravishing style. Her features shine with exuberance, her nose ring sparkles too. Sparkles also. Her complexion so fair and delicate, her cheeks in full bloom. The desires of youth shine from her face, her features aglow also. I am a slave to those earrings, their beauty is unsurpassed. The part in her hair filled with pearls, her nose agleam also. Those incomparable soft red lips and the dark blue line of mist-sea on her gums. Her teeth resemble a strand of pearls. When she laughs, they gleam also. Her neck slender and delicate like the wine carafe, and marvelously fair. Fully bedecked and adorned in exquisite style, her jewelry gleams also. Her limbs delicate and graceful, her body like a fruit nearly ripened. Her stature devastating, the way she moves calamitous also.
The preceding program is copyrighted by Emory University.